grades have dropped so.
Pass the butter, will you, son? Now, I think what you need is a real good student to study with.
And right now, by far and away, the best student in the class is Nellie Olson.
Nellie Olson?
And whatever you may dislike about her, Andy,
everything.
The fact remains she is still consistently getting the best marks on the test. Tomorrow after school, I'm taking you over to the Mercantile to make the arrangements.
Do I have to?
I won't have you continue to disgrace me with the kind of marks you've been getting. Now, eat your supper.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Olson.
Mrs. Garvey, may I help you?
Yes, I'll get right to the point. I've been thinking about the little talk we had the other day.
Oh?
Yes, and Andy is continuing to have difficulties in school, so...
Oh, yes, I know. Nellie told me.
Must make you feel very proud that she confides in you.
Well, so few parents these days have the trust and confidence of their children.
Indeed. Well, I have to confess that I was wrong, and you were so right in suggesting that Nellie help Andrew with his schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you'd mind if I accepted Nellie's gracious offer.
Oh, no, I don't mind at all. As a matter of fact, it's an opportunity to do God's work.
God's work?
Yes. An opportunity for the gifted to help the less gifted. Nellie, darling,
Yes, Mother?
are you still willing to help Andrew with his homework?
Of course, Mrs. Garvey. I'd be glad to help Andy. Any way I can.
All right, darling, I don't need any more help down here. Why don't you take Andrew up to your room, and you can begin your studies right now.
Yes, Mother.
Imagine my Nellie teaching the teacher's son. Oh, forgive me.
Now, your mother feels that your grades are humiliating her. And she's right. Normally, I would refuse to help anyone who won't help himself. But in your case, there are special circumstances.
What special circumstances?
You'll find out. Do you know how I get such good grades?
I guess so. You study hard and you're naturally smart.
No, I cheat.
You cheat?
Well, of course.
Why? If you're smart, you don't need to.
Smart has nothing to do with it. Who can remember all those things they want you to? Just clutters the mind.
When you grow up, you gotta know facts, geography.
You can always look them up. The way your mother does when she prepares the class lessons. You've seen her. She makes notes and looks at them in class. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Well, then why should she expect us to know more than she does?
But cheating.
I don't want to argue about it. If you want me to help you, all right. Or else go home and tell your mother you wouldn't let me.
Suppose I told her you cheated.
She wouldn't believe you. And you can't prove it. And I'd just say you're lying because you were jealous. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Well?
How do you do it?
Pull up a chair and I'll show you.
going frogging again. I can't. Gotta go study. Bye.
He's become a regular bookworm.
His ma's doing. But there's nothing stopping us from going frogging.
Except your grades.
What about my grades?
They stink.
Well, they're my grades, so you can stop worrying.
I'm not going frogging with you.
Why not?
Because you should go home and study like Andy.
You go home and study. I'm going frogging, like me.
Jonathan, take a look at this. Your sons. And kindly note the grade.
100. Andy?
Would you believe that one afternoon with Nellie could make such a difference?
Well, you sure got to give her some credit.
And your son, too. Andy?
Yes, sir?
Come here a minute, please. Oh, that's to show you how pleased I am. And I'm sure your pa feels the same.
Oh, I sure do. Congratulations. A perfect paper. You think you can keep that up?
Of course he can. It's just a matter of application, isn't it?
I guess so.
How did Nellie teach you?
She says to write things down. It helps you to remember.
As simple as that. As a reward, on Saturday, you don't have to do any chores at all. You can go fishing or frogging or anything you want to do.
Keep up the good work. We're mighty proud of you.
Thanks, Pa. Can I go back to my room now?
More studying?
Yes, sir. Another test.
Sure. Go ahead.
Once again, perfect grades for one of you and almost perfect for another. And most of the rest of you are coming along beautifully. I'm glad to see that you've made some improvement, Albert.
Yes, ma'am.
As you can see, today's test is on your geography assignment and will be the last test.
You have to make a mistake once in a while, or else you'll get suspicious.
All right, then. Grades 1 to 3 may continue your reading, and the rest of you commence with the test. Laura, eyes on your own paper, please.